Cheers.
All right, we want cheers.
Cheers to CJ. Cheers to everyone at home.
Cheers.
Well, Tim, what should we be doing right now as we speak?
We should be driving to Phoenix, brother. Tempe, Arizona.
Well, I'll hide that label. We're not. It got canceled. We are here. This will be out on a Monday. We're recording this on a Wednesday.
We're in the last remaining sterile podcast studio in Los Angeles.
Yeah, we had to make a quick audible.
Looks a little bit different, but it's homey.
Yeah,
like it.
no, I like it too. This works out here. Shout out to Ari Manis. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we were supposed to be on the road, but we're not. So we're Phoenix and Tempe got had to be rescheduled due to governor's orders. We weren't gonna bitch out though.
No, we were
gonna do
go.
it. I wasn't even gonna wear a fucking mask. I was just gonna go and do it.
I was ready to do it. I was so ready to get back on stage, and
It hurts, man.
we hit the pause button again.
It hurts.
We hit the pause button. Literally, like it's one of those where the rocket ship's getting ready to take off, and they're like 10, 9, 8.
We found
We
out.
got down to like 3, and they're like, beep, beep,
We found out-
abort mission. We were literally, I was packing my bag.
It was yesterday. Yeah, we found out. I had to break the news to poor CJ's face. He cried.
I was upset, bro.
We're taking Cajun juice on the road with
Old
us.
fucking crab nasty himself, bro. But yeah, no. But hey, you know,
So
it's
we're here.
We're gonna reschedule those, and as of now, for all you weird Florida people, you know, smoke your meth and come out because we're still doing it. We're still
Florida.
doing Miami,
Ready to go.
and some of those dates have changed. Miami is now July 15th, and
Yeah,
West
we were
Palm
worried
Beach.
about doing July 14th and 15th, so we moved it to the 15th and the 16th.
We
So
figured that's just the
everything should be fine
safest
by
way
then.
to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're bringing Siege down there with us too. So for all you, dude, Siege, there's some fans of the pod that reach out. They like Siege. They're wondering, is he funny? Is he just a piece of ass? Is that why these guys have him on the show?
8 years ago when I last saw him do stand-up,
Yeah.
he had a pretty good set.
He's funny. He is funny.
Hopefully
Yeah.
he's still got his chops.
8 years ago.
Well,
I got some new jokes, man. I'm fucking bummed. I really want to try them out.
bro, my new jokes are a year and a half old.
Yeah. Well, Siege. So wait, you just went. Let's catch up here. You just went. Where'd you go? You went like on a little mountain adventure.
I went to Idlewild. It's this place about an hour and a half east of LA. It's like near Anaheim
Okay.
and like southeast.
All right.
And yeah, man, I went on a fishing trip and embarrassed myself in front of my girlfriend by
So-
not catching shit.
So wait, hold on.
You got
So
skunked
it's just the two of
in
you.
front of a chick. Oh.
Two of you. Which is first of all, was it nice just to unplug?
Oh, dude,
Get
so
out
nice.
there and fucking, you know, forget the corona, forget the protests, forget just the rat race.
Well, my girlfriend like loves living in LA, you know, and
Sure.
so it's like it's funny because I was like, I could live out here, and she's like, I don't think I could. Like while we're driving out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you're a country boy.
Well, while we're staying there, you know, actually like, cause I don't think she ever really stayed for a longer period of time in a place like this. That was so like,
Is she
Out there?
is she from LA?
Yeah, she's
She is.
from
She's
LA.
from here. Okay, so that's different. That's definitely a different world. Yeah.
so whenever we were out there, I'm like, yeah, isn't it nice? Like there's no tents.
And she's looking for a Starbucks
You know,
or a Jamba
the only
Juice.
tents they have is people that are like paying to stay there.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
camping ones. Yeah,
Yeah, they're
not,
like-
not bums.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tent. You can camp here.
They smell
Santa
nice.
Monica,
You know?
Brea.
We talked about that. We were talking briefly about how do you fix the homeless problem in LA, and I'm like, it's hard because you'd have to make it like illegal to be homeless.
Yeah.
And Tim was like, well, what if you offered them like some other option? And like, and we broke it down, dude. They want to be out there, like
They don't-
crazy
yeah.
people, because you could, and they could go, like you said, like you could go live in some rural area and be homeless and just kind of camp out, whatever. No, they want to be on Hollywood
be in the
Boulevard,
mix. Yeah.
mixing it up, dude.
Yeah. We can't even give them,
Smoking
like,
that sherm.
an alternative area to camp out. They don't want to. They want to be right in the middle.
Bro, they want to be yelling, mixing it up, air fighting.
We walked by a guy yesterday with a tent. He literally had 15, 16 bicycle tires.
Yo, solid.
In his
Wow.
tent.
Solid.
Like we're like
Stocking up.
The zip open part was just a bunch of bicycle
I
tires.
tell you what,
Not
bro.
even the rim, just the rubber.
He
part
had
of the
more
tire.
bike tires than I've ever had in my life. These are weird times. Well, we don't
That's
know
the
what's going to
homeless
be
version of a what do you call it? The end of the world hoarders. What?
a doomsday prepper.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, the homeless version of a doomsday
Look,
prepper.
we don't know what currency is going to be in 2021. What if it's bike tires?
bike
That's the new fucking Donald Trump right there.
Gas is gone,
That's- yeah.
oil's gone, solar's gone.
You're looking at the homeless Mark Cuban right now. That motherfucker's,
got it.
yeah, he's got it.
Figured it out.
Hey,
How
if
many
it's
bu-
rubbers, I'm good. I don't use condoms.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm stocked up.
CJ, don't.
would you?
Why? Yeah, they're a waste of time and money, really, and they're bad for the environment, right? Don't you got a whole thing on that, Slim?
Yeah, they are bad.
Yeah.
Dude, I
Throw
thought
them in the
about this yesterday, bro. If you wanted to hide a dead body,
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Easiest
whoa,
way.
whoa, whoa. You
What?
had this thought when you went out to the woods, right?
No.
Ah.
Yeah, with my girlfriend.
You're out
Yeah.
there fishing, like, you know what? Yeah.
Telling you're not fucking getting the fishing line right. You're not hooking that
She's
right.
like,
You're
I kind of like Los Angeles. I don't like it out here on the lake. And you're like, I could just...
How come you're not catching any fish, CJ? It's a fishing trip.
Are you using the right word? Is that the right fish?
I don't think you're baiting it
I
right.
thought you're from Louisiana.
And then all of a sudden, CJ comes back by himself.
You know what? I can hide a body out here.
Dude, I thought, best way to hide a body in LA is just in a tent.
In a tent.
Well, it's not bad.
Bro,
No,
someone's
give a
like,
shit.
oh, it stinks. Yeah, it's a fucking homeless person.
Yeah, that's true.
It's going to give you 3 months at least.
So wait,
Nobody would know.
you set up you got to get your own tent. You can't throw that body in an existing tent.
No.
No, there's
Yeah.
there's
Your own
castaway
tent.
tents out there.
Get your own tent, set it up. It'll blend in. It'll be months before anyone even notices.
Tent's
Right.
cheap. Tent's
Shit.
cheap. You can throw it in the middle of fucking whatever the fuck, Skid Row.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nobody would know.
Cajun Juice is onto something.
1 block off Hollywood
Yeah.
Boulevard. You're good to go.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have thoughts like that.
I don't know.
Like, I could hide a body. Everywhere I go, I'm like, I could hide a body here.
See, here's the thing.
That's
I don't-
more of an inside thought.
I don't-
You know, when you
I don't-
say that out loud, you're not going to get the same reaction we gave you last time.
See, I never think I could get away with murder. That never goes to like
Oh,
where I hide it.
100%
Like if I
could
ever
get away with
snap,
murder. I could kill both of you guys today
No.
on film, and I'd get away with it. I take the SD
What do you-
card
yeah,
out.
yeah.
I call Ari. I was like, they never showed up. I don't know.
yeah,
I have an alibi. Cop saw me outside. I
just-
was like, you saw me?
I feel like there's too much. There's just you got too many fluids and DNAs and things. Like you see what they got going on now.
You have a lot of fluid.
You see what they got. You're expelling everything.
Yeah.
Always. You're leaving skin flakes and hairs and jizz.
What about the fact that it could just get lost in the sauce? There's so much shit out there.
Well, that's kind of what I think happens in New Orleans a lot. I told you I went to one time when we were in New Orleans. But wait, you were with me. We were talking to fucking old Bohannon, dude.
When you killed a dude?
No. But this guy in a bar just stabbed like 3 people in a fucking bar in New Orleans. They called the cops.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, Bohannon. Well, it didn't.
Remember that night we were in the bar and a guy stabbed. a
It
dude
didn't
3
happen.
times?
It didn't happen while we were there. But
Okay.
I'm hearing the bartender tell me the story. He's friends of Collins, and he's like, "Yeah, like 2 nights ago in here, this guy just went fucking stab crazy. Just like stabbed this guy, and on the
cut
way
half
out,
of Collins' arm
on the
off?
way out, he just like hit 2 other people with it, like bah, 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 just stab it up, you know."
Uh-huh.
And they called the cops, and the cops just never showed up. Just straight up didn't show up.
They're
Like,
like, did anyone
not,
die?
Not even.
No.
But not took like 6 hours.
Just
not
never
whatever.
came.
Just did, dude. They called and go. Some guy stabbed 3 people, and they go, "All right, we'll be right there," and they just didn't show up. Next day, the bartender's walking to work, and he looks into a different restaurant, whatever, and he sees that same stab guy just sitting on the patio having lunch.
Oh, Stabby McGee.
Like nothing happened.
Just chilling.
Like he didn't just stab up 3 people, dude.
Dude, I believe it.
And the bartender just was like, "Oh, there's old Stabby Bob," and just went to work, dude.
Bro, when I was,
That's how New Orleans. Like they don't give a. Like,
yeah.
Dude,
so
what-
I feel like you could murders could get lost in the sauce in New Orleans.
Oh, yeah.
Like
When I was in Fort Lauderdale, I just got into. Well, we weren't even divorced. I just literally packed my bags and I'm like, I'm out of here. You know, I move out and I didn't have anywhere to go, so I go to Fort Lauderdale Beach and I rented a room by the month on Fort
how
Lauderdale Beach.
free did that feel, by the way?
God, it was so fucking good.
You just told him, "Go fuck
So
yourself.
good.
I'm out of here," and then
So
like
good.
he just walked.
So I get a room on Fort Lauderdale Beach, but it was like $800 for a month.
Mm-hmm.
You could stay in a hotel, and it was like an efficiency, but it was a hotel right on the beach in Fort Lauderdale. But it was fucking loony central, man. It was just all kinds of just crazy people living there, transients and shit. But it was awesome. It had a tiki bar, it had a pool. So I'm sitting down by the pool, and then you start meeting all these people, and it was like a lot of crack whores were living there
Sure.
and shit,
Yeah.
pimps and shit, and. We're sitting at the pool at night. It's like 11 o'clock at night, and we just hear this fucking curdling scream. Right? I'm like, what the fuck? And one of these chicks that lived there, she was a prostitute, but she was cool to hang out with, like at the bar and shit. I forget her name now. It was like Cheyenne or some shit like that. I don't remember what it was. So she had apparently tried to buy some coke from a dude.
Sure.
And tried to rip him off.
Yeah.
Right? Well, he gets pissed off. He runs out.
Naturally.
They get into a fight. She's a whore. She's a prostitute.
Sex
whatever.
worker, and you have to respect them.
Very
now.
respectful sex worker.
Yeah, you gotta respect sex
She
workers.
stabs the dude in the room, right?
Fuck yeah.
So it's a 3-story one of these outdoor motel things. It's the 3rd floor. She stabs the dude and then runs for her life out of the room. Well, he goes chasing after her. He's bleeding everywhere. She stabs him again in the stairwell. Comes down, gets down to the first. We're all sitting at the pool. There's like families and
So
shit
you're
there.
seeing the stabbing
We're watching
happen?
the whole thing happen.
Oh, wow.
It's one of those outdoor staircase. It's like, the hallways outside.
Yeah.
So she stabs the dude in the room first, comes out screaming. He catches her in the staircase. He stabs him again.
Hits him again.
And then runs down the stairwell. And it wasn't spring break, but it was like there were a lot of people vacationing. And the funny thing was...
This is midday?
No, this was at night.
Okay.
Probably 10 o'clock at night.
Okay.
And the funny thing was the hotel, motel, like on their brochures in the lobby, it looked amazing. Fort Lauderdale Beach, it's got a mural on it. It looks so great. And then you get into it, it's like, oh, this is really grimy, right?
Crack whores are stabbing
And a lot of people, like, they didn't really live there, but they'd stay there for like a month or two. And like I said, you get to know all these people. So I'm sitting with like 3 other dudes that I think they were in town working or something, but they all kind of stayed there. So like we know this chick, like we're hanging out with her every night drinking beers and shit, and we're like, oh shit. So she comes running down. This guy following her. She gets down to the first floor, which is right on the pool deck, and runs into this room. I don't know what's going on, but she had met these 2 people that live in that room. The one girl's a stripper, and the other one's like her boyfriend.
This is a party.
It was insane.
Yeah.
So she runs in there. The guy runs in there after her. There's a big fight. Now the cops show, because she's screaming and bleeding everywhere.
Screaming and stabbing and screaming.
All these cops show up, and we're like, what the fuck is going on? Now, this couple on the first floor, they had paid for like the month to rent there, right? The cops show up. By the time the cops get there, she and the guy that she had stabbed had already worked out their fucking story. The cops show up. The guy's bleeding everywhere. They put him on the ambulance shows up. They put him on a gurney. The ambulance showed up first. They put him on a gurney. Then the cops show up, and they've already worked this shit out. Tell the cops that their boyfriend and girlfriend, they just got in an argument. It's no big deal. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
The cops show up. They talk to the girl for like 4 minutes. And the cops all leave. And we're like, we almost just watched a murder drug deal gone bad happen here. And the cops just talked to her and they just bailed. The guy goes in the ambulance. She goes back into the room. Now, the guy that runs the hotel, he's like this little Pakistani dude, real cool guy. He's ripping into the couple on the first floor. Blood
Everywhere.
Everywhere is blood. They tell the girl that they have to get out. They already paid for the month. And she's like, no, they had no money or whatever. And he said, then you have to clean this whole mess. This is... First floor, it's right on the pool deck. He gives her a bucket and a mop. It's blood everywhere
And
from a crack dealer.
Starts cleaning up the blood.
She takes the bucket, goes to the pool, walks into her room, and takes the bucket and starts throwing pool water into her hotel room.
Yeah.
With families and shit around.
Sure.
Cops already left.
Whatever.
I'm like, this is fucking Fort Lauderdale, man.
Yeah, man.
And then so he gives her a broom. He gives her a broom. She's fucking sweeping out blood water. Oh my god! It was what the hell? That was Nadia worked at that bar years later.
That's
Tiki, something Tiki,
Sure.
Con Tiki or something like that.
Look, man.
Oh my god!
That's,
but yeah, the cops did. So the moral of the story is like cops did absolutely nothing. They showed up. They talked to the girl. The guy went in the ambulance, and she's like, "Yeah, that's my boyfriend. We had an argument. Everything's cool." And they're like, "All right, cool."
That's just a Tuesday night, bro, in Fort Lauderdale Beach.
So
yeah.
great, man. God, I miss Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, wild times.
Don't go in that pool.
No.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a crazy story, hotel story. No one got stabbed up, but it reminded me because we're talking about, we're supposed to be in Phoenix today. First time I went to Phoenix, I got this hotel. It was a decent hotel, whatever. And I'm standing there by myself, and I was out there hosting a contest, whatever. And I'm in the hotel room, and I had this little fucking half a blunt, and I wanted to smoke it, but I didn't want to go outside. I thought I'd cause too much attention, so I go in the bathroom, and I got the fan on, the towels, and I'm smoking this thing in the bathroom. Just thinking nothing's gonna happen. So
You're smoking a joint in the bathroom in a hotel?
Yeah, a blunt too. These things are stinky.
No, I'll get away with this.
Stupid move. So I'm smoking this thing and I'm thinking, I got the vent on and it's all gonna be good. Well, middle of me smoking, all of a sudden the fire alarm goes off. Fire alarm's going off. I'm like, what the fuck? I put it out. Start freaking out. I start I don't know what to do. Everything's the blinds are drawn in like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck. Hold on, let me get some light in here. I open the blinds, and there's just a waterfall coming down outside of the of my window.
So sprinklers are going full
blown waterfall, bro. Just I don't even know, gallons and gallons of water coming down. So I'm high as fuck.
Enough to put out a hotel fire.
So I start freaking out that it's I triggered it, with smoking.
You're paranoid from the
You know what I'm
joint.
saying? Yeah. So I'm like, I did this. I'm like, holy fuck. So I start packing up all my shit. I'm like, what do I just get out of here? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know. They have my fucking name and credit card on file, everything, my debit card, But I'm like, whatever. So I start packing everything up. And I just fucking open up, and there's I said, there's a wall of fucking water, and I kind of have to bust through the water, with my bag, kind of get wet, and then there's 20 hotel patrons all around. They're just like all sitting there. I'm like, fuck. Cops pull up, fire trucks, and
The room reeks like weed.
Yeah, so I don't know what to do. I'm like, I thought I triggered it, and they're gonna come investigate it. Turns out some knucklehead above me tried to hang outside. They have like the sprinklers. He tried to hang his pants to like dry on the sprinkler thing, and just pulled it down.
Right next to the sign that says in every hotel room, do not hang your hanger on this.
So all the fucking everything
he popped the sprinkler.
all the outside sprinkler things just went like crazy. So like, and I guess so I mean, basically I just sat there, and then
and you're like,
the cops, they didn't give a fuck about like weed smells or anything like that. They had bigger fish to fry. But I remember, dude, that was like
boil.
Sure. That was the most like terrifying 60 to 90 seconds. It felt like a lifetime.
That was you,
I'm like packing it up, bro. I'm like, I was like, how do you explain? Like, I figured like I didn't think I was doing like time or something. You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, you know, like fire departments have to come. There's like all this like the hotel's gonna probably charge me some fucking
$200 limit
immense
on
fee
your
or
debit
something.
card.
Yeah. I don't have any money. Yeah, like, but it all worked out. But
that was in Phoenix.
I was in Tempe. Yeah, Tempe.
Wow.
But yeah. Fucking, we'll get out there eventually. This is the second show this year we've had canceled in Arizona.
Tempe's a big tease.
It really
very
is.
tempting.
What a whore.
Yeah, we're like, oh, you want to do a show? How about
I tell you
how
what.
about April? Yeah, all right.
It's
How about June? All right. How about July? All right.
the psyche of cancel.
We're gonna do a fake show in October, and then we'll get pushed back to 2021.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Are we ever gonna do comedy again? Miami. Yeah, be
July.
there.
Miami's gonna happen, bro.
Get your
I
tickets.
believe in Florida,
Yeah,
dude.
I believe in Florida too.
I got enough hookups in Miami that if the Improv shuts down, we'll
Here's the weird thing though.
find a place.
Like
I know
this-
a lot of underground. I know a lot of underground in my. Hell, we can go back to that hotel in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, we'll do it there. Stabby Joe and
Blood all the way-
crackhead Tina.
Bro, and then like the next morning,
Just
all
smell.
these families were. The blood was like there were handprints on the wall,
Ugh.
and like just drained down. And so all these families like, what the hell happened here last night? I felt so bad for all those people, man.
Man, welcome to fucking Fort Lauderdale, dude.
Yeah.
Get over it.
I wish I remembered her name.
The lady's name?
Yeah, I knew her.
Fucking Shirley, Cheryl.
And then like people were like, should we go up there and save her? I'm like, nah, she's fine.
That's not the first time she's done this either. Yeah, like
Instead of a standing ovation, a stabbing ovation.
Yeah,
she
we're like, yeah, she's got this.
she seemed to handle it fine.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
the most nonchalant near murder I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like no one from the pool, no one even budged. We were just
Oh shit.
we're on like the recliners, you know?
Yeah.
And we're facing the pool and then their room. We're just watching.
Just
We're
watching all
oh,
of it.
this is good. Oh shit. Oh, she got him again.
Popcorn like
Yeah. And then when the girl just started washing the blood water into the pool, it was just
that's
oh
great.
my God.
Fuck yeah, man. What are you gonna do?
So we'll be in South Florida.
Self flow, man.
In 2 weeks.
So fluff.
The thing is, and I hope this one doesn't get canceled because I was gonna bring it up, like, dude, like the mental, like having to cancel all these shows, like, not to sound like a douche, but we've canceled more shows this year than most people book. Like, that's not like a dick, but like we've had to cancel 20-something shows already this year.
Had
Like,
a rough month.
it's fucking crazy, and I kind of expected this one, and I was almost like half wanting it because like the cases are crazy over there, and I was thinking like, hey, maybe you should get canceled. And then the second I got he actually called and said it, like it's canceled, I was like immediately just so bummed. I was like, fuck.
Well,
Like,
we made the mistake of we booked shows like in every hot spot. You know,
Yeah.
we had Washington, the state of Washington. That was a hot spot. That got canned immediately.
Well, everything got canned.
Arizona, Florida,
yeah,
all the places where it's like spiking.
but we had like other places. I mean, March.
Denver, I thought
March.
Boise. I thought we were getting by with Boise.
That was
canceled.
the end of June. Yeah,
Ugh.
I thought that was happening. The whole club shut down now. They're done.
Damn, really?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That's another thing. Like clubs. Some clubs are just
That club,
not.
Springfield.
Some clubs are never gonna come back.
They're never coming back, dude. And,
What was it? What was it called?
Liquid Laughs. It was
Liquid Laughs
fucking
in Boise,
awesome.
Idaho.
Awesome club. They put you
Damn.
up in this great condo.
Killer condo.
You get the whole weekend. Like it was fucking.
Fun crowds, fun room.
Fuck, man. I loved it, dude. Shouts out to Sophie.
Blue Room in Springfield. They got up 5.
Who knows what they're doing? Yeah, bro. Here's the thing, though. Like, what about some of these big venues? And well, one of the things we want to talk about because yesterday was also Tim's 10-year anniversary in comedy. So,
Cheers
and
to that.
what a more fitting way to spend your 10 years.
What a perfect way to celebrate your 10-year anniversary of comedy. They're just sitting in a
Actually
room
get
talking about
canceled.
shows you're not doing.
Yeah.
Actually, that's like the most perfect, way to put a bow on it.
Well, to kind of get, I mean, to peel the curtain back a little bit and let people see. I mean, because Siege, you've been doing comedy for what, 2 years now?
Yep.
About 2.
2.
So you're still a little bright-eyed. I remember 2 years in, comedy was still shiny. It didn't. You don't see behind the curtain.
Oh, 2 years in.
Well, because like you know what it is, and it's not the actual act of doing comedy never loses its allure. Like being on stage, that part never. But like, how many times can you get fucked over by club managers where they tell you like, I don't know how to do the math to pay you, and you're like, you start to really see the fucked up side of this biz, and that's part of it. And then the other half is like now this. Well, I've never had to experience anything like this, but like it's just being taken away from us now, and like, dude, it's mentally fucking me up. Like,
yeah, it's tough.
You know,
it's
like
you know,
I didn't realize how much I took it for granted and liked, because we were booking so many shows. Dude, we were doing what, 60 cities a year, doing 100 and something shows a year, and we're doing stage time and they're big clubs. Like it was great. Like I just took it for granted, bro. I'd be like, oh fuck, we're going back to. You know how much I'd kill to go to Toledo right now?
Right.
And
well, it's weird.
dude,
like yesterday being 10 years in, I started like reflecting on all this stuff, and it just starts hitting you. It's like, man, we've been through like.
Well, because you give up so much.
Oh,
you know,
I've sacrificed everything.
You give your whole
I
life
almost
up.
had to walk here.
Yeah, you give your whole life up to do comedy, and then it's weird how like 10 years later, look what it's gotten you.
Well,
I mean, so does,
yeah.
and it was
mean,
great.
Well,
but
here's the thing: like you give up everything, and then you finally start being like, I haven't worked a day job.
Right.
I realized that today. I haven't worked a day job since 2013.
Yeah,
I mean, a little bit here and there. You gotta.
I don't want to have to go get a job again.
But like, I haven't like regularly set my alarm clock to get up in the morning in 6.5, 7 years.
Right.
You know, and then now it's like all that's just being taken away.
Well, it's just weird because I always was able to. I was confident in the fact that like I was like, we can always book shows and always be able to make some money doing jokes. Like I got to a point where I had enough connections and was good enough at it where I was like, I can make some money doing jokes. And now it's like, I don't know, dude. We haven't done it in 4 months. Like what? I mean, what if clubs are shut down until January? I have to go get a job again. I'm not good at that. I don't want to go get a fucking.
I'll figure something. I'll sell fucking cotton candy on the sidewalk or something. I don't know.
I don't know. But I mean,
it's been a weird.
There's so many different. I mean, yeah. There's so many, but and it's weird because like think about right before it happened, February, we go on this great run. Fucking
peak of our career.
We got the whole world by the balls,
and then we got kicked in the balls.
Yeah, just goes and then but like and my question is now, what happens to in the shift of this stuff? Like once there's the mad scramble back and places do open back up again, stuff like that, where do guys like us fall into that mix now? Guys that were taking those Thursday night off nights.
Yeah. I know that we'll be fine. I know we have enough cities and stuff that we tour that will be fine. It's just my concern and my concern like about Tempe closing or postponing was, were people going to come out?
Right.
And I think by the time the clubs start really opening up, people will feel safe and they'll be going back out. Or not, we won't do like the 500 seaters. We'll do 150.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder how long it's going to be until places go full capacity. It might have to be until there's like a vaccine out or something like that, right? Like I don't see.
Or everyone has it.
Just get it. Why
just
can't
get it?
Why can't everyone just fucking get it?
Everybody be sick for 2 weeks.
Just get it.
Again,
dude.
we don't have any kind of medical. we don't know what we're talking about.
I'm pretty sure we're right about this one. I feel like we're pretty.
So go
find someone that has it.
See us in October.
Yeah, get it over with. Here's my thing. I don't even care about comedy shows. This is gonna fuck with the NFL, and that's gonna fuck me up.
I don't give a fuck about the NFL.
You don't give a fuck about the NFL? Wow. Well, it's the only reason I wake up in the morning, Tim. I don't understand. I don't know. I hope they at least do it with no fans. There's no way they can go back to fucking doing games with 70,000 people in it, right?
Dude, the fact that
in 2 months,
the fact that the Bears keep you going is impressive.
Yeah,
bro.
Right.
You're a loyal fan.
He's waiting
dog.
for the Bears to disappoint him.
You're a loyal fan.
First of all, we were 8-8 last year. That's respectable. 12 and 4,
okay.
12 and 4 the year before.
They just stayed home and had the same record.
Just saying, we won 20 games in the last 2 seasons. It's not bad.
No one.
It's not bad. It's not bad. That's not an unsuccessful little run. But we're not here to talk about the Bears.
No.
Yeah.
Bears.
I'm just saying, we win 20 games over 2 seasons. That's an average of 10 wins per season. That's pretty good. But I'm just saying.
Do you hear that?
How many,
Everyone
how many
just fell
playoff
asleep.
wins again?
Yeah. Well, that's not fair. Cody Parkey, the Russians got to him, and they made him miss that kick against the.
Russians got to him.
It's
No one
horseshit.
cares.
They made him double doink that thing against Philly. It was
Double
the Russians.
Tell me a fun road story.
Yeah.
No one cares about your Bears.
What was what do you got any crazy wild road stories? I guess for the tail end of this podcast. Well, in honor of comedy, what we used to do. You got any fun
Well,
stories?
you know what's funny? Like I said, I was reflecting, and I was thinking about you don't realize it. Like 10 years, I've been out there a bit, man.
Yeah.
I've been out there a bit, and like now clubs are closing, but like I was thinking about the first set I did. Like I think the first 6 clubs I performed at, they're all gone.
Yeah, a
Like,
lot
I've
of those.
outlived all of those.
Well, what Fort Lauderdale Comedy Club, right?
Lampoons. Fort Lauderdale
Fort.
Comedy Club.
By the way,
New York Comedy Club in Boca. That's gone.
You ever looked up?
And rightfully so on all of these. Like
Yeah.
they should all be.
Yeah, you ever looked up comedy clubs in New Orleans? Like Google searched it.
I don't think I would
it's
ever.
non-existent, dude.
Dude, it's the funniest Google search though. They have it's like the second or third place is just this old man that's like this creepy looking pirate guy that just took a selfie and it says comedy club and it's like
Yeah.
it's like Bulldogs Comedy Club, but
Yeah.
it's like
Well,
some made up thing.
How far outside of New Orleans were you? Like were you living in the city of New Orleans?
No.
Like you were in the
But-
suburbs?
Yeah, no, I was in I was an hour south of New Orleans. It's called Homa. And
Homa,
it's
right? But you're far enough to where like
But it's
you,
like, yeah.
you live in like a normal suburb. So well, I guess you didn't start comedy there because I can't imagine doing comedy. I've never done comedy in New Orleans. I've been there.
When we
it
were
sounds.
when we were
It looks
touring-
terrible. Like wow, I would
Yeah.
not want to do a show in New Orleans.
I mean, yeah,
When
that's
we
why I
were-
had to stay there. But
When we were touring through there, we were looking at
I would
at
do
booking something in New Orleans.
One-Eyed
and
Jack's would
One-Eyed
have been kind
Jack's
of
is the
cool.
only place I would probably.
That would have been
wanna
cool
do.
because you could
But that's
still.
like a rock. It's like a rock venue.
Right.
We'd probably had to get 200 people in there for it to
Yeah.
be a good show.
I just feel like.
But the more I looked into it, I'm like, why we're taking that night? We're taking
People-
that night off.
people
we're not
aren't
performing
there.
in New
People
Orleans.
aren't there to see comedy. That's not why you go to that city.
And then when I was
you
there,
don't want to sit there and be quiet. Like,
when we were there, we went into some just bar, and they actually had comedy going on in the background, in like the back patio. It was
Brutal.
dreadful.
yeah.
No one wants to hear
I
comedy.
think I've done that show.
No offense to New Orleans. I mean, you
Well,
guys, it's
I
a
heard-
great city.
I heard,
and there's good comics there, I'm sure. Like, I actually know several good
Well, I
comics
heard-
that
I
come
heard-
from Louisiana. But it's like New Orleans.
Well, I heard like Lafayette had some good shows, and
Lafayette's got a great room.
what's
I think there's something in Shreveport.
what's the other place?
Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
I heard there's because
Yeah.
my buddy Tim Smith started in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, but that's like...
And he
that's
said
like,
there's a scene there at least. So they have some mics. They have some.
that's like saying
curated
Hollywood
shows.
and Anaheim. It's like two different worlds.
Right.
You know, you're 30 miles apart,
Yeah.
but it's a different world. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's yeah. There's comedy. That's the thing too. Like the Midwest is like where, it's some of those quote unquote flyover states, the places where you think it would suck.
No.
Some of the best comedies there.
I
know what I'm
love
saying?
comedy in the middle of the
Yeah,
country,
man. Like-
Minneapolis, Des Moines. I love Des Moines.
Yeah,
I love
Omaha's
Omaha.
got great
I
comedy.
love Kansas City. That's
Yeah.
a small town, but
No, yeah, but it's not even the size of this town. It's just like some people think like, but like you think, but then it's like, dude, it's weird though how some cities, like, and not to say I don't love the people there, but you go to Syracuse, it's just kind of like a dumb audience.
yeah.
yeah.
The thing is,
Yeah, it might be me.
have you done? You haven't been up to Syracuse yet, CD. But
Here's the thing,
you gotta let those jokes resonate.
I
for
met
a second.
some of the we got some fans in Syracuse actually. They're some of the coolest
We have
people.
great
And I'm not
shows
saying they're dumb, whatever, but I'm saying just as a
No,
whole,
you're
like
saying that. You're saying
no,
that.
they're but you go in certain cities, you do a joke, and not. Here's the thing, my jokes aren't. They're not very smart,
Your jokes are
highbrow.
very low.
It's not that hard to get
basic.
my jokes,
Not
and
enough sound effects.
I'll do these no sound effects, but I'll do these
A lot of
jokes.
silly faces.
I'm doing a
lot
joke.
of jizz.
I'm doing a joke about like a fart, whatever, and people don't get it. I'm like, well, maybe it's just not funny. Maybe
not getting
I don't
fart
know, yeah.
jokes?
No, but you just see it, bro. They're like, oh, like anything that has a slight innuendo. I feel like when I go to Syracuse, they're like, like they don't. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, they don't want the subtleness.
But
I like this. You know what?
I'd blow 10 guys to go do a set in Syracuse right now. Are you kidding me?
That's why I hate hearing comics complain about being on the road. I'm like, well, then why are you doing it?
Yeah,
You know?
I like it.
You don't like going to perform all over the country
Well, we talked about that. Like, we kind of talked even a little bit about it yesterday, too. Where, like, just to be a comic, like, you have to fall in love with all of it. You know, you can't just like when you
mozzarella sticks.
You gotta like all of it. You gotta like the open mics.
I love it.
You gotta like being on the road. You gotta like getting paid in beer. You have to fall in love with that whole process because, you know, unless you're in a super exclusive couple of people, you know, you're not just gonna go hit a couple of mics and then you're famous. You know, or you made it. Like, it's a 10-year shit show. And
it's been 10 years.
Exactly, and it doesn't. But it doesn't have to be a bad thing because if you fucking love the whole process of it, then you're living your dream. You know, you love it. Like, so. But like, I see some people who like I talk sometimes like I hate being on the road or like, I don't want to go to mics. Like, yeah, mics suck, but you have to fucking do it. Like, and it shouldn't be that much of a chore to. You know, and listen, I've fallen.
Well, that also from someone that's had a longer life that's actually worked for a living. And then done comedy for a living. I hate when comics are like, "Oh, it's so hard. It's such a grind." No. Fuck you.
Go put Go put a roof on a building.
You sleep till noon. Yeah. And then you write a couple of jokes, and then you go perform, and they give you drinks and food and money good. At the end of the day. Yeah. It's the best.
No, it's the best job. Like,
and then you make everyone happy.
Yeah. It's
so good. It's so easy.
When you're on the road, like you're sitting in the green room and you're ordering whatever you want. You're getting drinks. You're getting food. You go up on stage for half an hour, have the most fun in the world, and then they hand you a paycheck, and you're like, "This is," and you're like in a new fun city. Like
when you say like they hand you a paycheck,
well, you gotta fight.
They hand you a paycheck.
No, you gotta fight. You gotta fight for it. Like that's one thing too.
Sometimes they do. Which is, you know, like CJ, you'll go on like a run with us, and. That's one of the funniest things about comedy. It's like every night before when we end the show, we go back into the green room after the show, and we do like a little over-under on how long it's going to take for them to figure out, you know, how much they got to pay us, or are they going to get the math right? I'd say
we're lucky now that we've gone through places enough where it's gone down. But like when we go to Miami and West Palm, they don't play any fucking games.
Some clubs
they're cool. You know,
Hyenas is
shout out to all Coleman's clubs. You know, Hyenas. Yeah, dude, always cool. There's a lot of them, but like, and here's the thing: most of the clubs, it's never even a problem. They'll just show you the first number, and you go, "Well, that's not right," and they go, "Oh, my bad," and then they'll fix it. Like, they don't put up a fight. They just have to try to give you some lower number first.
It's not a problem. He means it's not a problem to tell them that their math is wrong.
Right. Well, no, because they'll be like, "Here you go," and you're like, "Well, no, but you didn't add the $200 bonus." Oh, I didn't know about that. Oh, okay, hold on here, and then they'll fix it, right?
Yeah.
But like, they have to just try. They gotta try. He didn't tell me about the hotel buyout. Oh. Remember how you know the last 4 times we were here, you've given it to us. Why would it be different this time? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's always some magical person. They didn't tell me.
But even with all that, it's still
fun.
It's still the best.
Still great.
Man.
Fucking Fort Worth Hyenas is the best.
Dude, they don't fuck around. I love that, dude. Fucking Fort Worth. And who was the manager that was there the last time we were there in Fort Worth?
Eric.
He was cool as fuck, man. Gave me a couple smokes. We went and fucking. He showed me that. Dude, the office there is insanely cool.
I didn't go in.
You gotta take this secret little elevator up.
Yeah. I didn't go in the office.
Oh, it's fucking cool.
I saw.
Oh yeah, you're talking about Randy's office.
Yeah, Randog.
Oh, you're in Randog's office.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, Mr. Big Shot over here.
Oh, dude, it's his like headquarters, bro.
Yeah.
He's got a pool table in there.
It was cool, man.
Honestly, that might be it's one of the coolest.
Fort Worth Hyenas is one of the coolest clubs in the country. Fucking hands down, bro. It's
the green rooms.
The green room's amazing. The fucking when you're on stage, it's amazing. The
I can't wait to get back out,
dude.
man.
The dime bag guitars everywhere. It's fucking awesome, bro.
CB cool. Live's green room is.
Yeah, you would have.
That's one of the best green rooms.
Yeah, you would have got to taste that tomorrow, Siege. It's one of the coolest green rooms in the whole biz.
Really?
Straight up.
Yeah.
Dude.
Why?
CB Lives.
It's got a real comfy.
It's huge.
Big ass sofa.
It's huge.
And it's got like a living room set in it. It's got like a sofa, table, a chair.
It's huge, like 60-inch TV on there.
It's big, so you can have.
You walk right on. First of all, I love any green room where you leave the green room and you're on stage.
Yes.
You walk right onto the stage.
I love being able to come from the back onto stage.
I hate walking through the crowd. Yeah. So Tempe's got that.
Yep.
CB Live's got that. Stand Up Live's got that. Irvine Brea.
God, man, that would have been cool.
But it's beautiful, yeah. I mean, well, Miami, as long as Miami don't cancel, you'll get to. It's fun because you open this door and then you're just on stage. It's fucking great.
Like West Palm is tough.
Oh, it's a walk,
You gotta walk through the whole and then stand on the side, and you got to be down there because if you're not down there when when the host calls you up,
Ugh.
like it's a hall, so you gotta go down there, and then Matt's always going fucking dragging on at the end of his set. I'm like, all right, wrap it up, man. So now I'm standing down there in the crowd.
You got to stand. I mean, the applause breaks, they take a while. I give you that. It's like, okay, everyone, sit down, please.
Well, not everyone gets their entire family to come out to every show.
Please,
like
everyone, stop. There's still one more comedian. Just please be respectful.
Give it up
Tim.
for your son, your nephew, your brother, Matt Bellak.
In West Palm Beach. Yeah, dude, that's the. I mean,
Oh, you'll see when we go to West Palm.
I'll get like 10 of them to come
He's related
out.
to everyone in Florida.
fucking brutal, dude.
Like the mayor of Florida.
I got a lot of friends that come out, which is great. I mean, this time we're gonna need them, but I don't like performing in front of people I know, or at least I prefer not to. I prefer strangers. You know,
I don't mind so much anymore. I used to not like it.
it's one thing if it's like you got 10 people and they're sprinkled into a crowd of 400, but
Sure.
like I did that show with fucking Dougie in Evanston, just outside of Chicago. There was 13 people in the crowd. 11 of them were my family.
Oh yeah.
That was the worst.
Just stay home.
Brutal, bro.
Just go to dinner and be like,
I made that joke.
Party.
I'm like, we could have done this in Aunt Jill's living room.
Yeah.
Like, really, like, but then there's the only two other people was this old like 60-year-old like gay couple named Michael and Greg. I'll never forget their name. They're cool as fuck.
Yeah.
And I found out their names because I'm like, I know everyone's name but you guys. And then I just started talking. But it's weird, dude. I had to do 20 minutes. And I'm just like,
That can be fun too, though. Like,
it was terrible.
remember we did?
It was brutal.
We did that Buddha show where we had our beer.
That was fun though.
That was fun.
That was different though.
That was
but
super
that
fun.
was like I was
knew everyone there.
fucking around.
Yeah.
They're there for us.
Get loose.
This was like I was a feature act though. I had to like do jokes. I felt like I don't know. Dude,
Stuff.
11 of 13 were my family. It was awful.
That's a rough one.
Fucking
man.
sitting there like looking at my.
Especially for your set. It's all about
It's
your
all about my dick. Yeah.
dick. See, I can do jokes in front of my family. They're proud. They're like, "Oh wow, he's good." You do your shit, and they're like, oh,
Quiet and proud.
Where did we go wrong?
Yeah.
what did we do?
Yo, the weirdest.
We created that.
The weirdest thing about family is I go up there and just do stupid, terrible jokes, and they're like,
love it.
we're so proud of you,
Oh,
and I'm
my
like,
God.
the butthole joke.
Yeah.
You like that thing about the butthole?
They love
And they're like, we love it.
You're the
We can't get enough of it.
You're the superstar of the family.
Yeah. Well, it's.
Well,
Is-
remember that feeling. 'cause
It's that or being a fucking waiter, so I guess this is better than anything I've done. Yeah. Yeah, I used to do that joke where I was like, my family, like if my mom and dad never met, there'd just be 3 less waiters walking around.
Yeah.
That's all they did. Just made a service team. But no,
you're
yeah.
you're the star of the fam. Get to go back down there and
that's,
show off in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing, dude. I kind of
I'm
like.
not even close.
I just want. Oh no. Well,
I'm
yeah.
not even close.
You know what? Yeah, you are. You're a little baby boy of the family. Ask your brother and sister. They go, oh, fucking Timmy can't do any wrong. Timmy.
Yeah, ask any of my aunts and uncles.
Yeah, well, whatever, man. Maybe we'll maybe we'll get back to comedy one day. I'm telling you what, dude. I want to rip this first set off like a fucking Band-Aid. That's another thing where I was stoked about going on stage tonight because I just like thinking about it. Like I start like shaking my head. Like I get like physically like I want to just do it. I want to like dude. It's
Do you
been
still get nervous before your set?
every time.
You should, right?
I definitely get nervous.
Every single time. You see me? It's
yeah.
And as soon as I grab the microphone, it all washes
Yeah,
away.
it just goes away, huh?
It goes away, dude.
Once the lights hit you.
It just I walk as soon as they say my name and I'm walking up and I take that first step like towards the stage, it just goes away. But the minutes before, you see, dude, I'm pacing around. I got a drink. I gotta like it's.
When I started, I would get. When I started, I wasn't nervous before I hit the stage, but I was way more prepared or like scripted. I knew what I was gonna do, so there wasn't a lot of variables in what was gonna happen.
Right.
And then I got a little bit better and stopped being so scripted. And then I would get more nervous. And now I'm just like, I don't give a shit. Not in a bad way, like in a good way. I'm like, I just want to go on stage.
Well,
it's gonna go fine.
the thing
it
with
may
me-
not. It may suck. It may be terrible, but I'm okay if it doesn't.
I
You know
have
what
this
mean?
bad habit of.
So I don't really feel it anymore.
Well, I look at crowds every time. This isn't like this is every single time before I do comedy, and it's a subconscious thing. I don't actively try, but I'll look at the crowd. And my brain will start inventing reasons why they're not going to like me. Like they're too old, they're too white,
Yeah.
they're too Spanish, they're too black, they're too whatever, they're too whatever they
That's
are.
all in
They're
your
not.
head.
I know.
That's
And
all in
then
your head.
I also have this
You left out one
constant.
group.
They're too white. two. No, yeah, well,
Asians, dude, you're fucking
No,
up.
no.
Asians.
You're walking through that minefield.
Too gay?
No.
Too Jewy?
No.
I said everything.
Okay.
Palestinians?
Very underrepresented group in your
Too
stereotypes
lesbian?
of crowds.
Too lesbian? I said black.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Come on now. Shout out. BLM, dude. But I try to find like I don't try to, but I'll invent a reason why. And also, I have this constant thing of like,
You don't ever put it on you. Maybe they won't like you because you just
because I'm not funny, or no, whatever it is. Like, no, but I'll be like,
Oh, they didn't like me because they were Asian.
Well,
no, your jokes suck.
But I was gonna say the second part of it is like this imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Like for 8.5 years, I've just been pulling off this trick. Like I'm not actually funny. I've just been tricking everyone for 8.5 years, and eventually,
It's all gonna.
this
come
is the
crumbling down.
show
house of
where everyone's
cards.
gonna find out like that I'm not.
Like, why is he on
It's
the show?
all irrational, and then
Yeah.
I get on stage, and as soon as I grab the microphone, it goes away, and
You're the funniest guy in the
I
room.
start having the most fun in the world. I
Yeah.
love it. I truly love it.
So good.
But like right before him, and I don't know why. I think but that's just who I am as a person. I don't think that's like that's before I would do anything.
Yeah.
If you told me to go pump gas, I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna fuck this up. Yeah, like I just like I.
Yeah, I think I'm finally to the point now where I'm. All right, whatever. We're gonna go do this. It'll be fine.
You know what?
You know.
I don't.
I would say like the last year. That
I'm
started.
okay with the butterflies though, because someone told me early on. I used to tell someone, I'm like, when does it stop? I was asking this comic,
Yeah.
and I go, when is
No,
it,
no, I'm not
when do you
saying
stop
I'm
getting
fucking oblivious
But
to
I'm like,
it.
when do you
No,
stop
no,
getting
no.
nervous? And he goes, you don't.
Yeah.
And he goes, you should. And he goes, as soon as you stop being nervous, it means you stop
care.
caring.
Sure,
bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't give a
100%. I
fuck.
agree with that,
Like you see a hack, he's never nervous before he goes on stage.
Yeah.
Because the hack is never nervous. The hack knows it's
He's
gonna
doing
work,
his shit,
and it's
yeah.
not. He's so detached from the material anyway. It's a fucking. It's a stolen joke. It's a ripped off concept. Whatever it is, you know.
Oh yeah, you ever seen Kevin Farley, dude?
Yeah.
That's kidding.
Yeah, well, no, I've worked with Kevin, dude. Yeah, like but like we all. That's the thing though. The hack's not nervous. You go up there with these jokes about non-poisonous snakes, and it's like, you know, that's you. Like if this bombs, they don't just not like the joke. They don't like
they
you.
don't like me.
They don't like you
They
as a
don't like
person.
me.
Yeah.
No, I think I've just come to terms with. I don't need them to love me.
Sure, but you've been in bands before. I've been in bands too, so I was in bands my whole life, and it was weird. Like when I would do a set at a bar, if no one was listening, it's like, okay,
Oh,
they don't.
It's
you don't like
so
the
different.
music, but if they don't like your jokes, they don't like you.
Yeah.
You know, it hurts so much more. And there's no big loud things going on. It's you and 4 other people on stage, and it's like if you miss a note, they won't even know. It's too loud and crashing. They're half drunk. Comedy show, it's like you fumble a word, you know, you fuck up at all. It's just
one
you.
word.
It's just you in the audience. And by the way, you fuck up one word, you could be killing it for 10 minutes. You fuck something up, that could throw everything off.
Yeah.
And then your next 10 minutes are shit. It's weird how and
like
me get 'em back, but
you know,
like-
we're getting ready to go back on stage for the first time in 4 months.
yeah.
So we actually like sat around, like worked on our sets the other day. You know, like
Fuck.
professional. Like
I'll tell you
like
what,
you should do.
I hate
You know?
every one of my jokes.
So we were watching fucking tapes. Oh my god, it's so hard, man.
Brutal.
It's so hard to watch a tape. of
Watching yourself? Oof.
And we were watching one of his, and he's murdering, and it's just.
But it's so sloppy, dude. 'Cause
Yeah, it's
it
just-
was from 2 years ago.
Oh, was it?
That West Palm set was from
It was
2
a
years
good
ago.
set.
It was fine. It's working. It's going fine. But I'm
Yeah.
watching that. I'm like, that's so sloppy. And the jokes have changed so much.
Yeah.
Like a joke. The way I was telling this one joke from 2 years ago to now, it's almost like a whole different joke. You know. And I'm watching that old way. But like, yeah, it's weird. Like it's always slow. But that doesn't stop, dude. Bill Burr could look at a set he did 2 years ago, and he'll be like, that's disgusting.
That's
I hate it.
one of the things, like
you never master this thing.
That's one of the things that bums me out. Like we were supposed to tape our set. We were supposed to do like a full filming in May
In San Jose.
in San Jose. Like we had it all lined up. We had a film crew and everything. We were going up there in May. And like in the back of my head is like these jokes are never done. Like it's never going to be your best set. So
You eventually,
like, fuck, man.
yeah. I feel like the 40 that I've been doing on the road, like that. I feel like it's tightened up to the point where it's like, yeah, it's never done, but it's like I can get that stuff on camera. I just need to, you know, and then you gotta start over. And you gotta burn it. You gotta start with new stuff.
Oh, I want to do all new stuff now.
Yeah,
I know I won't. I can't possibly.
We have
but-
been writing a lot though.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
during this COVID, like Corona thing. Like I've got it. I've written a good 10 or 15 minutes. There's probably 3 funny minutes, but that's 3-4 new minutes I can
Hey.
add. Yeah, but like no, but it's a couple minutes I can add. I know there's something in some of those jokes.
Yeah, I'm excited to do.
I can
some
add
of
some
mine.
time
Like,
and
I've got probably 6 new premises that I want
It
to
don't matter.
fucking
You
do.
can write
man.
till you're blue in the face. I don't think we're ever gonna get on stage again. I don't think it's ever gonna happen.
It's funny how your perspective like changes. Like I remember the night of my first set. Like I did pretty good.
Sure, I've
You
seen
know,
the tape. Yeah,
I did pretty well, and I just like, oh, I'm done. This is it. I'm a pro comic now, man.
I remember
now I watch you killing from 2 years ago. And I'm like, oh, this is hard to watch.
Brutal.
And he's murdering. He's
Yeah.
doing great. And then my side, I couldn't even look at it. I was like, oh no.
You know what's
But
weird?
I watched that tape from my first set 100 times. I was like, oh, this is the
What's-
greatest comic that's ever.
What's
lived.
weird is you had a similar path I did, and I know you probably similar too. Like, not to say I never bombed in the beginning of that, but like, I got like, and I wasn't good. I didn't say I got good quick, but I found like moderate success super quick. Like within a couple of months into comedy, I was running the Funky Buddha. I mean, I was a little over a year and a half into comedy. I started doing weekends at the Improv, like full blown professional weeks, and I was doing 2 a month every month for years. So it's like
That's insane.
I didn't have to like. So I found I started doing professional comedy within a first year of comedy, which most people don't do.
Yeah.
So. And I remember thinking back, like I look back, I listened to some of those tapes from like 6 years ago or something like that when I first started doing weekends, and it's like I was doing fine. I'd do my little 10 minutes, and they were getting laughs, and I was getting rebooked. Like people come out to the shows and give me comments, but I listen back, I'm like, dude, it was terrible.
Yeah.
Like I can't even listen to this shit. Dude. I'm like, how the fuck was I getting away doing professional shows like this? But it was still better than 99% of the fucking people in the scene. You know what I'm saying?
Your perspective changes. Your perspective changes too. Now you're looking at a comic that's been doing it 9 years. And
Yeah.
Like, oh, that was rough. But you got work really early.
Yeah.
Really early.
Too early, I'd say.
Yeah. I started getting into festivals pretty early.
Yeah.
But I wasn't getting work yet. But I wasn't kissing every club owner's ass.
Come on, I wasn't kissing ass.
I
was networking.
wasn't playing the game.
It's not my fault I'm fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got pretty successful.
I mean, dude,
pretty
you moved to
quickly, too.
LA when were you even a year in yet?
I was a year in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you got a lot of guff from fucking local guys, I bet, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, why is he? Oh, CJ thinks he's ready to go. And by the way, best decision you ever fucking made.
sure.
I mean, you're sitting in this room right now. It's better, like, and
I'm all for push it as hard as you can. And if you're not ready for it, it'll show. If you get through it, then you were ready.
I like the whole squeeze what you can out of your scene. I mean, I stayed in South Florida for the first 4 years or so. But I was doing comedy. I was doing weekends already. I had already been featuring at the Improvs. I was doing, and it's the West Palm Beach Improv, Fort Lauderdale Improv. Miami, this is as big of a club as anywhere in the country.
What was the first weekend that you did?
Paul Mercurio.
Okay.
Fort Lauderdale.
All right.
How
were you wildly nervous?
Yeah, Ashley Fils-Aimé was featuring, and at the time he was crashing on my couch. You remember Ashley? We worked at the.
I don't know,
we
but
both.
I know who he is.
Ashley's a fucking
I know who he is.
great guy, and a huge help to me early on in comedy. Ashley had his own personal demons at times, whatever. Who doesn't? But as a comic, bro, and it's just like a cool guy, friend. Like this guy was exactly the person I needed. We worked at the call center together, and he was staying down, I forget where he was staying. He was staying somewhere like an hour away. And we had a weekend coming up. And I was like, just crash at my house for this week, because I'm right here in Boca. And I was like, just crash here with me and we'll do the weekend and shit like that. And blah, 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 whatever. So he ended up staying with me for a couple weeks. But we go down there and, I was insane nervous. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know. And thank God Ashley had been, he'd been a fucking working comic for forever. He was on the road with Pablo forever and stuff like that. So. And he just kind of told me, he's like, this is what you're going to do, this is what you're going to expect, blah, blah, blah. And the first set, Thursday night, it was the hardest I'd ever killed at that point. It boom, ripped it, dude.
Yeah,
and
then
Friday was even better. Friday late show was a little rough, I didn't, but dude, it was the first time, you start doing, it's a club weekend energy, bro. You don't get even the hottest locally produced shows at a cool bar, cool whatever. Hot Tub around here is a cool show. You can't replicate that. It's so different than that Friday night fucking sold out at the Improv Juice. And dude, I remember doing that. I was like, this is the only thing I'm ever gonna do forever.
Right.
I'm like, what? I'm not going back to fucking anything.
Once
dude.
you have a good set early on, you're like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I was looking at some of my stuff, it was popping up on my timeline because it was the day that I did my first set, and then so I scrolled through the next couple of months, and I realized I started June 30th, and then in July at Lampoon's they let me headline a night, and I was like, I'm looking back on like, why did I do 20 minutes? A month into a month into comedy. I'm like,
That's
what
one
the
thing.
fuck was I thinking?
Yeah, I never stretched my time like that.
Yeah.
I never did that where I like even when I was doing those weekends and stuff like that. I would do 10 minutes. I remember the first time I had to what I felt was I was doing too much time that I had was you were there. I was working with Steve Byrne. Was it Steve?
I wasn't there.
Not Steve Byrne. Who's the other guy then?
Madrigal?
No, not Al. It was Steve Byrne.
Okay.
And Lisa was featuring.
Okay.
You remember that weekend?
Yeah. Oh, Michael Ian Black?
Michael Ian Black. Thank
Yep.
you. Not Steve Byrne. Sorry. I work with a lot of guys, but no. So, but we.
Move it that way, Louis?
Yeah, we.
Okay, I got you.
But that was the first time. So I started the weekend off doing 10 or 12, and something had happened where they asked me to do more time now as the MC. So he asked me to do do 17 to 20 up front.
Ooh.
And this is when I was still
That's rough, man.
I was still I was just comfortable doing the 12, 10, 12.
Yeah.
So I had to do I was all right. So I was light me at 15, and I was I'll do 3 more. I'm thinking in my head, I'll do 18. I do 18.
So what do you do?
I do 18 minutes, bro. And it was I had to go into B jokes, and
Yeah.
and then I felt that stretching.
sure.
I felt I don't have it.
Yeah.
I'm in over my head. Like when I was just doing my little 12 minutes, I was in the pocket. I was fine. I was 2 years in, but then it was do 17 or 18 on that Friday late show when they're drunk and rowdy, and it's it was one of the first times I remember feeling where I'm ooh, I'm a little out of my element here. I'm not ready for this. But you fight through and you do
get
it.
through it.
But I never tried to do more time than I had. I never did that.
My first improv gig, I was kind of lucky because it was still early on, but I had already been doing longer sets, But my first improv gig, I thought I was hosting, and I show up. It was a Thursday, Friday night, and I thought I was hosting, and I get there, and whoever was supposed to be the MC or feature, couldn't feature, so they had him host, and I literally find out 10 minutes before the show.
Yeah, you're not
that
doing
I'm
10,
not
you're doing 20.
I'm doing 22 or 23.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy
It's a big
shit.
jump,
It's a
dude.
huge jump when you're 3.5 years in, 3 years in.
Yeah.
And but I think that was, on the good hand, I was already I was kind of ready for it, but you realize you have 12 strong minutes.
Yeah.
And then you have 20.
Well, that's why
pretty fucking soft minutes.
That's
you know
why
what I mean?
when I hear comics,
if I'd have just done the 10, I'd have felt great,
when I hear some comics, that they're a year and a half in, and they're yeah, I'm good for 20. I'm I'm not saying you don't have 20 minutes of things written down. I'm not saying you can't talk for 20 minutes, but I'm
yeah,
that's the whole. And by the way, 20 minutes on your bar show is one thing. You make some crowd work in, but it's dude, Friday night the Improv. The difference between doing 10 and 20, it's dude, you don't have that 10 that you think you have. You know what I'm saying? When you're a year and a half, 2 years in, you learn, and I learned, but even when we were doing this, when we had to jump, going from doing 30 to 40, we were doing a half an hour when there was 3 of us, and now we're picking up the extra time, so we're having to do 40 minutes. Even having to add that extra 10 minutes now, I'm you got. I'm oh, maybe I got to dust this thing off, or I start trying to tag some stuff to find some time, or all right, this joke is. It's a B+ joke, but I got to put it in there. But yeah, you got to, I don't know. And that's the thing too, because your gauge changes.
for sure.
For me, when I'm saying, when people ask me how much time I have, I mean, I will tell you that it's got to be airtight minutes that are going to get laughs always. Not fucking. No, but I'm saying, but I'm not going to, I don't, when people are oh, you could do an hour. I'm no, I can't. I do about 40 minutes. I could talk for an hour, but that 20 of it's going to be pretty soft, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, at this point, you're fine.
An hour? I don't know.
Well, we're going to find out.
Yeah.
We're going to find out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
It's going to be good, man. I can't wait. Or it's going to be fucking nerve-wracking.
Well, we will.
10 more years, man.
We'll see what happens, man. We'll do. I think we'll get to do one more of these episodes before we get down there. But again, fucking Miami on the 15th, West Palm on the 16th.
Yeah. Miami Improv. What's the date? I should know.
15th.
July? I don't even know what
July
month.
15th.
You literally just said it.
It wasn't September, it's a month.
July 15th.
Miami Improv.
And then
July
West Palm,
15th.
July 16th.
It's going to be a banger. Dope City Comedy Tour.
That one should, because they're seating 200 people, and based on what we had, that one should sell it.
And it's a giant room, so 200 people can be
comfortable in there.
comfortable
Yeah.
and safe.
And that one should sell out, and that's gonna be fun. And we're
it's going to
bringing
be packed. And
bringing Landry with us,
we're bringing
and maybe we'll find some special guests from Florida. Maybe we won't. Maybe
and then
we'll
West Palm Beach, July 15th.
Ooh, that's a big boy.
16th.
That's a fun room too.
This is a terrible promo.
Yeah. July
It's
16th.
not going to matter anyways.
Whatever.
The world's burning
Fuck me.
to a crisp. It doesn't matter. West Palm Beach, July 16th. Big room. Even a bigger room. It's a 600-seater.
You can't get it in that room.
Yeah.
It's physically impossible to get the virus in that room.
No, yeah.
So you better-
they have like that church in Texas where Trump went. They have a filter system.
I had to do.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
And there's some sort of guarantee that you can't get it.
Remind me next week. I gotta tell the story of I had to do a whole weekend in West Palm Beach when the AC didn't work.
Oof.
Brutal.
Cancel
But we'll talk
that
about that next weekend.
The AC is running. They haven't even used it in months.
They're using it. Baby.
It's got fresh filters. It's gonna be awesome. Dope City's making its triumphant return to the.
We're trying.
305.
We're trying. Stick with us. Keep listening, and we'll put stuff out. Later.